Hello world, this week 12.75, and I got a tale to catch. I'm going to deliver it in a such way so not to ruffle the many feathers. Yesterday still lingers in the air like an angry jellyfish, which is like the words spoken so cold. This a time in passing kind of articulately placed on this timeline by some mysterious higher power. Perhaps to make up for old, and yet nobody can afford to give up on yesterday. But the future keeps knocking our doors down. The steady 9 to 5 of old where everyone put their fate seems to have misplaced somehow. What if I told you I am the reason your favorite tax place will have tomorrow? Consider this the takeaway of the century and my sacrifice being my old raps. The new me seems to twice the man where the old me left off and passed the baton, without losing the true aura of myself. Who is Otto Ramby today, many ask. We have our own timelines and our own timeline to break into a new life. To all my viewers, I don't want to leave my heart broken and entrenched in regrets. If life doesn't go as expected, what if we could see the benefits of the opposite path of our own? With those that obeyed the propaganda of steady provider and the winner takes all, and the stronger man takes all wins. Is this steady provider just a mythological beast in its own right? Maybe the second choice or third choice is what breaks the cycle of oppression of oneself. Maybe the secret is to love oneself and never disrespect oneself. Money don't make the money, the man himself makes the money. Not everyone's timeline is the same, so as men got our very own timeline. Many men like me are in the same situation, as I do not take the time to weigh things, because it is against the fundamental role of men historically. But a man of God is a break to the natural man who basks in a sense of victory to get drunk from me, or my parallel to the hopeless romantic who always puts booty calls above his scruples, and seems to always fall flat or kind of fizz out in favor of something that is a one-time deal. What if we really tried to make affirmations to break the ways of old? It is better late than never, and who wants to be the greatest that never did? I do not. The creative types are usually highly intelligent ones that find a way to reinvent themselves in many ways when younger. But at 30, everyone must face the music. No pun intended. That everyone must eventually play the cards one is dealt and stop being a rebel without a cause. The one that obeys the law in his nature is the sharp contrast to the natural man, supposedly the real enemy of the plan for us. We can all choose to be happy or go for sucker bait. What if we had the control to avoid every temptation? It would take away the effect of temptation or fool people into believing it is always better to take the cake. Who is the mystic is a question that is not easily answered, because the one people often believe to thrive in mysticism is often the ones that are made out to be something they are not. If you knew everything, you could live life with no flaws, and there would be no point to life or the chase. Is life truly a situation where every individual is happy, because then ill will does not exist? If we were fully happy, then we wouldn't care what the person adjacent to us has or doesn't have. The space between the haves and have-nots is a thin place. It has to do with who do you want to roll with. The one that settles truthfully must face the sting of never getting that promotion they want, just being good enough and not chasing the better option and being afraid of how they look. If you love yourself, sometimes you must be daring. Does being daring mean being a wild risk taker, or does it mean that if you take no risks, you will be discontented with your accomplishments? You will just have a status quo big bag of nothing at the end of it all, and complaining is all it will be. Is that teen spirit in the air, or are we just chasing dreams here? Since inhaling fumes and picking leaves off flowers is now legalized, have we forgot how to avoid the burning bush? Are we really cutting edge, or has everything went to pot? What was yesterday anyhow if not a blur or a big trial run? If you can run the last lap or be in the top 3 of those, then you will at least know who really took the cake. Got to cross the tape first. Anything below third doesn't get to see whose hand they have to shake. Life doesn't have good sportsmen. Chivalry doesn't exist. Who wins is blind, or so they say. Does life chance, or does love chance? Who really deserves fame is a game of betrayals up and down. How can someone who never displayed loyalty say it is not the thing, or it has no benefit? Is life a game, or a game to be played? Thanks for tuning into this in between week in my vlog weekly 2.0.